Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, so yesterday I kind of went over the overview, and yesterday was day one. So we're still continuing on this 42-day journey with me. Today I'm going to be diving in more exactly what I ate yesterday, kind of how my day went, how I went about it. And I'm even going to give you some more goodies today. So go ahead, listen in. I'm going to go ahead and play the intro, and then we'll get into it. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Luke Rangel, and I want you to know that I get it. I know how you are feeling because I used to be there, working out nonstop, only to see little to no results, eating as healthy as I could, only to gain weight, or even worse, constantly losing the same 10 pounds over and over again, driving myself crazy. I'm also here to tell you that it is not your fault. These big corporations are here for one thing, and that's to make money off of us, trying to tell us what to eat so they can make a capital gain while we spend our hard-earned money going from one fitness program to the next just to try to feel like our old selves again. I'm here to tell you the truth, to tell you the secrets that trainers and gurus make you pay thousands of dollars for, and how simple it can be to live the life you have always wanted. My name is Luke Rangel, and this is Transformation Secrets. All right, guys, welcome back. And as always, please subscribe to this if you want to follow along on my journey. And do me a favor and take 2 seconds to go ahead and give me a review. And if you don't like my podcast, then feel free to unsubscribe. Right? All right. So yesterday was day one, and I kind of started off this whole challenge not hitting all of my targets, to be completely honest. And I'm going to kind of walk you through that. So I started out, I usually do my workouts. I don't say usually. I started doing my workouts at 5 a.m. And to do that, I've been going to bed at 9 p.m., like falling asleep at 9 p.m. And it's been absolutely amazing getting 7.5, 8 hours of sleep, waking up early to get the workout out of the way. And so what I'm going to cover later is exactly what I do during my workouts and structuring it and some thought processes behind that. And then so I worked my regular day, but then yesterday was Tuesday, and starting last week, we started a new tradition that is my new favorite tradition, and it's going on a date with my daughter. And so my daughter is 3, she's going to be 4. And so we went out to eat. She had a chocolate chip pancake with whipped cream. And I was trying to, every time, I don't know if this happens to you, but every time I go out to eat somewhere, I always feel like I have to get something good. Like for me to pay money for something I could cook, for some reason, I just don't like doing that. I don't know if it's because of the way I was brought up. I don't know, whatever it may be. So I got this taco salad, which was for the most part seem healthy, but you never know when someone else cooks it. And so, I had chicken, lettuce, beans. Probably the worst thing in there was the refried beans and then the fried taco shell. But I held off to eat all of it. I inputted as much as I could, which I'll go over as well. And then we danced and played tag and ran up the stairs, and it was absolutely amazing. But because of that, I didn't hit my targets 100% like I was supposed to. But I also know at the same time, I didn't ruin my results, which is really, really an amazing thing. And so I'll go ahead and start off with workouts, because this is one, and throughout this whole series, the main thing I want you to get out of this is the workouts don't matter. Like, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But if your goal is strictly weight loss and just to feel better, and you don't care about being some ripped person, showing off your abs, things like that, then you're fine. Like, all you have to do is move. Like, there's so many benefits to working out, but weight loss is not one of them. I'm going to say that one more time. There are so many benefits to working out, to exercising. Weight loss is not one of them. I can't tell you how many people I've helped lose tons of weight, like over 80 pounds of weight, without one exercise. It's because it is 100% nutrition. But now I'm not going to tell you not to exercise, because there are tons of benefits. and everyone needs to exercise, but don't feel like you have to lose weight. And when you miss a workout, don't feel like you're going to lose results, because I know that caused me tons and tons of anxiety in the beginning of my journey, because I'm like, oh man, I'm going to miss my workout. What am I going to do? Like, my arms are going to shrink overnight. Like, oh man, it was insane. All right. So for my workouts, what I'm currently doing, and what I did is I made this into a little Google sheet that you guys could download for free. And to get this, just go to, again, transformationsecretspodcast.com. And then in there, on one of the top tabs, it'll say 6-week, my 6-week journey. Click on a 6-week journey. It'll take you to my entire 6-week journey. All right. So again, that's just transformationsecretspodcast.com. And what I'm currently doing, there's going to be 2 pages of it. One is going to be the overview. And so currently what I'm going through is called the hypertrophy phase. And all hypertrophy is a technical term for building lean muscle. Now, if you're a brand new beginner, I wouldn't recommend starting off in this, because there's other things that you need to take care of to build your body to be ready for this type of load on your body, those type of things. And good news is, by the end of this, I'll create something from beginner to where I'm at now for you guys. And for my followers, of course, you're going to get it for free if you get it in time, right? Because I am going to sell all of this, just a heads up, in the future. And so what we're going to do, or so what I do is, all of my repetitions is between 8 to 12. And I'm doing about 3 to 5 sets per exercise, depending on that exercise. So like if it's more of a larger muscle group, I'll do a little bit more sets. So my back, chest and legs are the largest, and then like shoulders is kind of in between, but then like biceps, triceps, hamstring, like things like that, I'll do about 3 sets worth, and maybe a little bit higher reps, kind of what my mood is in the time, right? And so what I did is I broke apart the muscle groups on this sheet. And for the muscle groups, I wanted to just to kind of put the muscle groups, because I know, especially during this time, some people may not have access to a gym. And I want to let you know that is okay. You don't need to do gym exercises. Literally for 3 months of my transformation, when the quarantine first started, all I had was a pair of dumbbells, 15-pound dumbbells. They weren't even heavy for me. And my body, I got amazing results just based on that. So you could work out with whatever you have now. You honestly don't even need weights. But on Mondays, what I do is I do chest and back. On Tuesdays, I do legs. Wednesdays, I break it up into shoulders and then my arms, biceps and triceps. Thursdays, kind of an off day. It's more of an active rest. But usually, so I teach a boot camp, an online boot camp that day on Thursdays. So I do a little bit of that, and then I'll throw in just some abs. So it's like super light cardio work and then some abs. Friday, I do my chest and back again. And then Saturday, I do some light legs with resting on Sunday. And again, more of an active rest on Sunday. So even on rest days, like you just want to move, like you don't want to sit on the couch all day. Like sometimes I'll ride a bike with my family or just go for a walk, like just something, like just get your body moving. That's all you need to do. And so that's pretty much how I break up my week. Okay. And then, so I'm not going to go into super depth on the exact exercises, but it is in your free download. When you go to the transformationsecretspodcast.com, you could, for those of you that may have a gym membership or like to work out extra gym exercises type of stuff, you could see exactly what I do. And one thing, again, I left off, like, for example, on one of them, I put squats for leg day yesterday. And I don't want you to get in, I didn't put like barbell squats or dumbbell squats or front squats, things like that. I kept it pretty broad because, again, it doesn't matter. Like, do what you enjoy. For example, I usually do more front squats than I do back squats. And the only reason is because it's just safer on the body for me. I have better form on it. And I learned that after so many times. Like, you don't have to do barbell back squats. And honestly, most people shouldn't be doing barbell back squats from the form that we see. Like, you need to start off just doing air squats, like no weights, doing some air squats. From air squats, maybe grab some dumbbells and hold them by your side. And then from there, maybe grab those same dumbbells and hold them up on your shoulders. And then maybe you could put a barbell on your back if you want to, and then squat down to a chair and back up, and then remove the chair. That's the biggest thing when it comes to exercising, and why it's important to hire someone if you've never done it before or had a coach before, because there is like a system to follow to make sure you do everything properly. The biggest mistake we see is, especially it happens a lot in young guys, is they'll walk into the gym, put a bar on their back because that's what they see and what they're supposed to be doing, load it with weight and hurt themselves, right? And then all of these guys when in their 50s and 60s and 70s, when they say they have bad knees, elbows, joints because they worked out, it's not because they worked out, it's because they worked out improperly. That's the biggest difference right there. When people ask me, like, how much weight do you lift? Like, honestly, I don't know. Probably less than you. Like, I don't lift heavy weight. I lift weight that is intense enough for the results that I'm trying to get, right? And so that's what I wanted to get you. So that was my workout plan. And that's going to be kind of my workout plan for the next 6 weeks. It might switch because I've been doing this for at least 4 weeks now. I usually like to switch it up every 6 weeks at the latest. So I might do this for another week after this and then switch it up, which I could show you guys how to switch that up too. So maybe I will switch it up just for that reason, so I could show you how to switch up your workouts for that. If you would like that, just let me know. Again, you could always ask me questions on the website that I've been giving you as well. And so that was the fitness part. I wanted to cover that first because that's usually where most people want to know about, even though it's the least they need to know about. And I'm going to keep drilling that into your mind, like, workouts do not matter. Workouts do not matter. I'm going to keep drilling that into your mind. And for many reasons, like if you follow me on social media, Instagram, Luke A. Rangel. I think my Facebook is Luke A. Rangel. I think my Twitter is Luke A. Rangel. I think my YouTube might even be too. I'm more active on Facebook and Instagram. I really don't even know how to use Twitter. I'm trying to learn. Oh, all right. Just talking to myself now. But anyways, it's all about, yeah. So if you follow me, you'll see like I'm 33 now. So throughout the last 13 years, my body went through no transformation in the beginning. Then it went through amazing transformation. Then I lost the results a bit, and now it's even better. And throughout those last 13 years, I've never stopped working out. The workouts stayed the same, and I still worked out hard all the time. But my body transformed because of the way I changed my eating throughout the last 13 years. And that is the biggest thing that you need to know is every time my results keep getting better, it's not because I'm working out harder. It's because I'm being more focused on my nutrition. So let's dive into the nutrition now, right? Oh, let's talk about nutrition. So if you have not downloaded the free app yet, I highly recommend it. Go to your App Store, Google Play Store, whatever it is, and download MyFitnessPal. I know most of you probably have already downloaded it before. Some of you may have not, but it is the best tracking app that I've ever seen. There's almost every food you could think of is in here. It's a huge library of foods. It has a barcode, so if you're eating something in a package and it has a barcode, you could scan it, and immediately it tells you how many grams of protein, carbs, fat, calories it has for you. And so you could use this information for your knowledge and to know at the end of the day how many calories you're eating, how many grams of protein are you eating, how many grams of carbs are you eating, how many grams of fat are you eating. So this is what I did when I started my whole journey and working with my coach. So the very first week, what I want you to do is the same thing that I did, is eat whatever you want. I highly recommend eating foods off the Power Foods list. Again, you know where to download that. If not, I'll tell you again later. Go to the Power Foods list and just eat off that list. And then same thing, I'll tell you the same thing I tell my clients when they ask me, can I eat blank? I say, eat whatever you want. Just make sure you weigh your food, track it, log it into MyFitnessPal. If you want best results, eat off the Power Foods list. That's exactly what I tell every single person. It's literally copy and paste because I get that question so much in the first week. Because the first week, what I want you to do is I don't want you to eat the way you think you should be eating. I want you to eat the way that you eat. And that way, when you design your nutrition plan and you design the way that you're going to eat the rest of your life, it is your plan. So when you lose, it's like I literally had someone say this was magic after the first week because she didn't change really anything except the fact that she was understanding what she was eating. And she lost like 5 pounds. Like, it was insane. And the same thing's going to happen to you, I promise you. If not, it'll happen after the first week when we do that. So after the first week, what's going to happen is you're going to have 7 days of how many grams of protein, carbs, fat you ate, how many calories you ate. And then from that, what you need to do is find the averages. So it's going to be all over the place. Everyone's is, mine was. So like, for example, for me, there were some days I ate 1,800 calories. Then I ate 2,300 calories. And then I ate 2,000 calories. And then like when it comes to protein, I would have like 170, and then I would have like 220, and then like it's all over the place. So I found the averages. And so where I started at, I was at a 2,000 calorie kind of meal plan. That was my average that I came out with. But more important than the calories was the grams of protein. If I could remember, again, this was probably 9 or 10 months ago. It was like around 170 grams of protein was my average, which was mind-blowing to me. I thought I was eating 200 grams every day, but nope, not even close. So it was about 170 grams of protein. My carbs were around 200. My fat was around maybe 60. And so that when you go into the second week, what your goal is to just be consistent at what your average was. So every single day I was aiming to eat 175 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbs, 60 grams of fat every single day. You could be off by like within 3 grams, but the whole goal is just to be consistent. It really doesn't matter what those numbers are in the beginning, just to be honest, but it's your numbers, it's your averages. So even if it's way off of what you should be eating months from now, you're going to lose weight, you're going to get results because your body's being consistent. Our bodies are systems, and when it knows what's going to happen to it, it could perform at a higher level, which is really neat. So what happened was I was consistent at eating 2,000 calories. I lost like 2-3 pounds, and then we kept upping my calories every single time I lost weight. And then I got to about 2,600 calories, and I stopped losing weight there. So we went into a cut at 1,600 calories because that was my goal. And then, so I lost more weight, and now we're slowly building back up. So I just want to kind of give that background again to show you what I'm eating and where I'm supposed to go to. So now my calories are, it's 23 something. It's like 2,360 calories. But more importantly, I don't look at calories when I look at food. I look at the grams of protein, carbs, and fat. So my goals every day is to eat 185 grams of protein, 275 grams of carbs, and 60 grams of fat. So that's my goal. And so on Monday, I was perfect. I did 277 grams of carbs. I did 59 grams of fat, which was supposed to be 60, so only one off. And then I did 184 grams of protein. So again, only one off. But yesterday, which was day one, I did, what I do? I ate less actually, just because when I went out, again, I went out with my daughter. Like, that's the thing in the first week as well, is don't eat out, because you truly never know what is in the food. And so when I do eat out, I just plug it in the best I can. And so I ended up with, at the end of the day, I ended up with 260 grams of carbs. So I was 15 grams off. I hit my fat, but then I was also 10 grams off of my protein, which my total calories was still about 2,300. But again, I don't know how accurate it was because I did eat out. And then to help you out even more, so for breakfast, what I have every day is a protein shake. So I work out at 5 a.m. So immediately after I have my protein shake. So in MyFitnessPal, I have my pre-workout, which is about like 10 grams of carbs. I have my protein shake. I use this other supplement called CR7, which is just kind of like a healthy Gatorade, just gives you a little bit of carbs and sugar. And I usually like to have that when I work out in the morning, just so I'm not on a completely empty stomach. And then I have this tea and aloe, which, again, if you go to my supplements page, it's another free download under week or day 1 on the Transformation Secrets podcast, then you could see like a description of all these stuff. So pretty much my breakfast is like supplements. It's really easy, it's quick, and I could get to it. And then later in the day, what I had was ground turkey, 200 grams of it, which right there is 14 grams of fat, 37 grams of protein. So again, if you're like a female listening to this, you could eat the same foods, but your portion sizes are going to be different, obviously. And then I had 200 grams of, I'm on the wrong day. Hold on. Let me go to yesterday. There we go. So yeah, I had ground turkey still. And then I had brown rice, which I just cooked. And it's 300 grams of that, which that alone is 70 grams of carbs. And then, there we go. So that was my lunch. So that's usually a big lunch. I like to have fewer meals, but bigger meals. And that's a key right there, is like you don't have to eat 5 to 7 small mini meals if you don't want to. You could eat 2 to 3 big meals as long as you hit your numbers. But the first thing you have to do is know your numbers. And so that was my lunch. Hold on, I'm trying to find it again. And then just a few hours later, I had some bagels. I had 2 little mini bagels with some cream cheese and avocado, which is probably what I'm going to have after I finish this, because I love bagels and they're delicious. And then I had another protein shake to get my protein up, mixed it with a banana. And then for dinner, again, I went out with my daughter and had that tostada salad bowl. And so I just kind of inputted the best that I could there. So that was pretty much all I ate yesterday. So it's pretty much, if you count meals wise, my protein shake, 2 protein shakes, so you could count that as 2 meals. My turkey with rice, 3. Bagels was like a little snack, 4. And then my dinner, 5. So I ate about 5 times yesterday. But as you can see, like, it's not like when people think of healthy food or bread and things like that, like most people would be scared to have bagels, but there's nothing wrong with bagels. I have a bagel almost every single day because it's delicious. Why not have it? As long as it hits your numbers. But again, the first thing you have to know is, what are your numbers? And so that's exactly what I ate. And so what I'll do for you guys as well is I'm just going to take screenshots of my MyFitnessPal, and I'll upload it for you guys as well into the transformationsecretspodcast.com, where you could follow along on the whole journey. So make sure you go to that. Make sure you download the free stuff. And that was pretty much day 1, and how I worked out, exactly what I ate, why I ate it, and just kind of how I dealt with my day moving forward. Now, what I know next time, next Tuesday, or anytime you go out, what you're supposed to do is plan ahead. Like, you could eat out and still hit your numbers as long as you plan ahead. So that's what I'll do next time, and show you guys how I did that. And that might be more beneficial instead of just telling you how I messed up. But hey, you also need to know when I mess up as well, because you're not alone. We all mess up. Even the fittest people on earth, they still mess up. They're just more consistent with other things as well. All right. So again, if you can, go ahead, leave a review, leave a comment. If you have any questions, again, transformationsecretspodcast.com. And in there, you can see the 6-week journey. Just follow the 6-week journey tab to all of the free downloads that I have for you. Have a wonderful day.